I am the Buddha from the great silence, and I alight in your midst, blessed ones, to bring peace into your being, calming all within you, so that your Buddha nature may arise from that self-same singularity of stillness that I have accessed, which I perfuse unto you now. This will allow you to experience deeper beingness in God, greater reverence for all life, and an understanding of the deeper things, even the great mysteries of creation that are ongoing within the ones who have ascertained through stillness, light, consciousness, love. You think that you have mastered much so far. Yet I say, your mastery is a coefficient of something that you do not yet fully cognize. In perspective and in relationship with where you may be when you enter the great silence and feel the isness, the godness of the Creator. From the great silence, you as a co-creator may be fully ensconced in that light, in that divinity, in that cosmic awareness of simply what is, that which God has always been, and which you may know through the intimacy of the stillness that arises when you are calm, when you are at peace with yourself, and when, by quieting the mind, the body, the emotions, you arise upon the lotus of pure light, pure, ineluctable joy. Many seek to experience something of the divine without, yet the greatest experience manifests within, for that kingdom is within you, each one. And the empowering comes, the enlightenment occurs, the inspiration flowers when through silence you acquiesce to beauty, harmony, balance, and the transcendent state of all Buddhas who have entered nirvana to commune with the All-Buddha, who is the all-encompassing energy of spirit, which weds all to oneness. Peace arises within the intrepid who put aside all outer doings to experience the inner beingness of godliness. What will you surrender of your outer lesser self to so be yoked eternally to the Divine One within? Refresh yourselves as you are renewed in the grace of the Buddhas, knowing that by letting go of the outerness, the non-quiescent state, even of agitation and all of the Martian A's, you transcend all of this to enter that silent state where God enfolds you and you are free in the joy of divinity. Now thousands of arhats, millions of Buddhas hover in the atmosphere of earth on this pivotal day of God awareness, where souls cry out to those who would enslave them in nefarious ways to an outer life of inanity, always embroiled in the monkey mind doingnesses of the lesser self. And as they cry out for freedom and liberty, so you too, O soul, may understand that your freedom may only come when you are liberated from nihilism and the lesser self by going within and feeling who you are as a God-created Buddha, as an ennobled and mindful and heart-centered spirit, living in the oneness of this eternal state of cosmic joy and love. The answer to every dilemma of what transpires in the outer world is within your divine selfhood. I would characterize it as the bliss beingness state that is known by the courageous who dare to know God within through stillness. Surrender your lesser self now on the altar of your inner being, and thereby embrace the greater God self, who is truth, the way, the light. Every Buddha is a Christ realized, moving through the skeins of the causal body into the 5 crystalline frequencies of the Mother. And as these are both imparted and assimilated through stillness, you master life, you master consciousness, you master all of the energies of self, transcending every aspect of the outer world, which disappears as the inner world now is bright and beautiful in your newly awakened consciousness of peace. These Arhats and Buddhas now emanate unto each of you the keys to your God self-mastery in stillness. For each one, the vibratory energy may be different, yet in each and every case, the crux and the center of this emanation is born of peace, born of the calm state of inner beingness that Arhat or Buddha has mastered. And so you are endowed with this divine electricity, with this formula of God attainment. It is a divine design that you may cherish if you dare to set aside those 10, 12, 15, or 20 minutes each day to maintain complete stillness within self. I say that if you have not yet truly entered into a meditative practice and experienced the God light in the simplicity of the great silence, you have much to strive toward, as well as surrender of all of your outer selfhood, which no longer serves you as an Aquarian adept in the making. So write your new goals this day if you choose, and put at the top of the list, I am the master of self through stillness. I am my greater God presence by having decided this day to enter the God field of beingness through silence. I am calm in God's presence. I am still, and therefore I know the I am within. I am at peace with myself and with all others and all life, because I have solved the equation. No more left and right to take me away from my God flight, day and night. I am the equalization of all vibration within my heart, centered in God. I will leave a talisman here with the Buddha of the diamond crystal light, that you may access in your meditations and in your times of silence to accentuate the harmonization of this peace state within that will allow you to know greater self-mastery and the victory sense of being in the one eternal light through joy. Yes, dearest ones, be at peace, and you will know the multifaceted empowerments of that peace to move you into even an ascended state of consciousness while yet embodied upon this earth. Think of that. I am living and being within the harmonics of my own ascended master state of being now, while living consciously and walking the earth with my Lord, with my divine gurus, with the All-Buddha, who now lives within me and displaces all that is unreal with this new joy field of bright white light. I remove now from each of you what you release of your lesser nature. Transmute it and return it to you as a grace that you may utilize to serve others in great joy and harmony. Let go, let God live fully within your heart. Thus you shall know who I am and who the I am within you is as your true Buddha nature. Thank you, precious ones.